You think you're free. You think you're in control. Wake up. You're not. You're not controlling anything. Every decision you make, every step you take, it's all based on fear. Fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of what others think of you. You are a slave to their opinions, to their whispers. Your life isn't yours, it's theirs. And they're not even thinking about you half as much as you think they are. How does that feel? To know that you've been shackled by the thoughts of people who don't even care about your existence. The truth is, you're wasting away in a prison of your own making. You walk around pretending you are free, but you're chained by an invisible force, an obsession with what other people think. You're so damn worried about their thoughts, their judgments, that you're losing yourself. And guess what? They don't care. They're living their lives, thinking about their own problems, while you're stuck here, paralyzed by your need for validation. But here's the kicker. While you're trapped in this prison, they're thinking about you too. That's right, they're caught up in the same toxic spiral. They're obsessing over your every move, every mistake, every victory. But it's not control they have over you. It's control you've given them. It's time to stop. Stop living for them. Stop being their prisoner. The person who has been controlling your life, dictating your every move, is you. You are your own worst enemy. You are the one standing in your own way, keeping yourself small, afraid, and stuck. They've got nothing over you. You've got everything over yourself. And it's time to change that. Now, let's face it, the cold truth is, you've been running from yourself for far too long. You've been lying to yourself, convincing yourself that your actions are controlled by the world around you, by others, by circumstances. But that's a damn lie. You're the one who's been weak. You've chosen fear. You've chosen comfort. You've chosen to let the opinions of others dictate how you live, how you breathe, how you move. You think you're the only one who's struggling? Everyone's got their battles, their demons. But here's the brutal reality. You're the one who keeps losing. You're the one who keeps folding. You've been afraid of your own potential for too damn long. Every time you take a step forward, you hesitate. You second guess. You shrink back because you're terrified of what they might think. And while you're busy being afraid, the world moves forward without you. People who refuse to care what others think, who don't hesitate to chase what they want, are the ones who dominate. You think you're alone in this? You're not. You've been hiding behind excuses, hiding behind a wall of fear, hiding behind a belief that somehow, if you don't make waves, if you just stay invisible, you'll be safe. Safe from judgment, safe from pain. But guess what? You're not safe. You're rotting. You're withering away. And the worst part is, you've convinced yourself it's okay to be this way. You've normalized your own weakness. You've turned it into comfort. You've only your choice to step out, to fight, to stand, to really to. That's the one that come to rescue. That's only you, all. Only your choice to step out, to fight, to stand, to stop. This is it, the truth you've been avoiding. You've been the one holding yourself back, and it's time you stop lying to yourself. You're the problem, and you're the solution. You control your fate, your actions, your mind. The moment you stop giving power to others, the moment you realize they don't control you, that's when you'll start living, but only if you choose it. This is the point of no return. You've been forced to look in the mirror, forced to confront the monster you've been hiding from, the weak version of yourself that's been running scared for years. But guess what? That's not who you are. That's who you've become. You've let fear mold you, let hesitation shape you, and now you're stuck in this mental cage, convinced you can't break out. But it's all a lie. Everything you believe about yourself is a lie. This is where the real battle begins. This is where you stop being a victim. You were born to dominate, not to cower. You were born to rise, to face challenges, to face yourself, and overcome it all. But first, you've got to strip away the lies. You've got to rip away the mask you've been wearing for years and face what's beneath. How many times have you told yourself that you'll change tomorrow? How many times have you promised yourself you'll be better, stronger, more disciplined, only to wake up in the same miserable spot? Every time you do that, you're reinforcing your weakness. Every excuse, every tomorrow, every next time is another shackle on your soul. You don't have time. The clock is ticking. Every day you waste is another day you'll never get back. So here's the question. When are you going to stop running? You've been running from pain, from discomfort, from the one thing you need the most to grow, the fight. The battle doesn't start when you get to the gym or when you start reading the books. The battle starts the second you look at your fear and say, I'm coming for you. You have to start choosing to face that pain head on, not avoid it. You have to seek it out like a warrior seeking a worthy opponent. The pain is your weapon. The discomfort is your strength. The struggle is your crucible. You can keep making excuses, keep hiding, keep running, or you can turn this thing around. You can embrace the pain, you can face the fear, and you can become unstoppable. It's time to stop waiting for permission. It's time to stop letting weakness control your life. It's time to unleash the warrior that's been buried beneath all the excuses. This is your turning point. The question is, are you ready to take it? You're not who you were yesterday. You're not the same person who was afraid to move, who hesitated, who hid behind excuses. You're not that weak individual anymore. That version of you is dead. What stands before you now is a force, a weapon of relentless willpower that cannot be broken. This is the moment you realize it. You are unstoppable. It's time to fully understand that you have all the power in the world. You've been wasting it, burying it under layers of fear, doubt, and self-loathing. But no more. You have the strength to crush anything in your path. No challenge is too big. No fear is too strong. You are the storm that will break through every obstacle. You want to know the secret to power? Control your mind. You can't be broken by the things around you. You control what happens in here. Your thoughts are your weapons. Your emotions are your ammunition. And your actions are the battleground. When you realize that no one can control your mind, that you can turn any pain, any hardship into fuel, you become unstoppable. The world will try to break you. Life will throw punches. People will try to tear you down, but none of it matters. You are the weapon. Your mind is a steel forge, your body a hammer, and every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. The more you're tested, the more you're pushed to the edge, the more you rise from it, because you know that nothing can crush you unless you allow it. You're not a victim anymore. You're a force of nature. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for someone to tell you that you're ready. You were born ready. There is no such thing as the perfect moment. The moment is now. This is when you seize it. No more hesitation, no more excuses. Every second you waste is a second closer to your destruction. But if you take control, if you embrace the warrior within, nothing will stop you. You are the unstoppable force. And the world is about to feel the full force of your power. Here it is. This is where it all comes down to one simple truth. There is no way out. No easy path. No safety net. You've already seen the lies. You've already heard the excuses. You've already felt the pain of hesitation. But there's no more room for them. No more room for comfort. No more room for self-pity. The choice is clear. You either rise or you stay stuck in the muck of your own weakness. This is the moment where you take a long, hard look at yourself and decide, who are you really? Because deep down, you already know the answer. The truth is staring you in the face. The question isn't whether you can do this, it's whether you will do it. Whether you'll choose to fight for your own greatness, or whether you'll settle for being ordinary. The decision is yours, and you know it. This isn't a time for comfort. This isn't a time for maybe or one day. This is the end of the line. You either make the decision to embrace the grind, to fight, to destroy the weakness within, or you let it swallow you whole. There is no in between. There is no compromise. You are either the hero of your own story, or you are the villain. There is no place for anyone in the middle. Understand this. Comfort is your enemy. Comfort is what got you here. Comfort is what keeps you stuck. So, stop looking for an escape. Stop hoping for an easy way out. There isn't one. The only way forward is through the fire. The only way to rise is to burn off the excess, to face the pain head on, and to become unrecognizable in your pursuit of greatness. You don't need easy. You don't need soft. You need relentless. You need focus. You need strength. And the only place to find it is inside yourself. The question is, are you ready? Are you ready to face the fight that's been waiting for you? Are you ready to stop running and start winning? Because there's no other choice now. You rise or you stay down. And the truth is, staying down isn't an option anymore. Not for you, not for the warrior you were always meant to be. You've made it this far, but this is where the final choice is made. This is where everything you've learned, everything you've experienced, will either lead to your ascension or your downfall. You've heard the truth. You've felt the weight of your excuses, your fears, your hesitation. But now it's time to make the final call. The question is, will you let all of this pressure break you? Or will you transform it into your foundation? This is where you stop thinking about what could have been, what should have been. The time for regret is over. You cannot undo what's already done. And the only thing that matters right now is the choice you make today. The choice to push through, to stand tall, to face the hell that's coming and walk right through it. This is your defining moment. It's now or never. You think you've been tested? You think this journey has been hard? You haven't even scratched the surface yet. The real challenge is ahead, and it's not some distant threat. It's here, right now, sitting in front of you, daring you to flinch. The real test isn't about what's coming. It's about what you do with the moment that's in front of you. Every battle in life comes down to this. You either face it, or you run. And there is no room left for running. You've already wasted enough time. You've already given enough power to fear, to weakness, to self-doubt. You've already allowed all those things to cripple you. But now it's time to rise. No more bargaining with yourself. No more excuses. No more tomorrow. The moment to change is now. The time to destroy the weakness inside you, to tear down everything that's held you back, has arrived. This is the final wake-up call. This is the moment you choose to fight or choose to fall. And here's the hard truth. If you don't rise now, if you let this moment slip through your fingers, you'll remain trapped in that cage of self-made excuses. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to pull you out. You are your own savior. You are the one who will either stand tall in the fire or be consumed by it. So choose. Choose right now. Will you rise or will you stay weak? The decision is yours and only you can make it. There is no turning back now. The choice you make in this moment will echo through the rest of your life. You've been given the truth. You've been shown the path. And now it's time to step forward. But here's the final reality. There's no comfort zone waiting for you. There's no safety net. No one is going to give you an easy ride. This is war. War with yourself. And only the strong survive. You've heard the words, you've felt the fire inside you. You know what you need to do. But will you do it? Will you take that first step, even when it hurts? Will you push forward when your body screams for rest? When your mind tries to tell you to give up, you have to decide right here, right now. Will you let the pain break you, or will you turn it into your strength? The enemy isn't the world. The enemy isn't the people around you. The enemy isn't even the obstacles you'll face. The only enemy you need to defeat is the voice inside that tells you to quit. The one that whispers, it's too hard. The one that says, you're not good enough. That voice, it's a liar. It's been lying to you this whole time. It's been holding you back. But now, you crush it. You shut it down. You silence it. The truth is, the only thing standing between you and your greatness is you. You've been fighting yourself this whole time. Now it's time to put that fight to rest. It's time to embrace the warrior you were always meant to be. The time for hesitation is over. The time for second guessing is over. You rise, or you stay down. The choice is yours, and it's now. You can either continue to let the fear control you, or you can stand tall, stare down every challenge, and own it. You can either let the weakness define you, or you can use it as fuel to rise higher than you ever thought possible. The world doesn't owe you anything, but you owe it to yourself to rise. So don't waste another second. Make the choice. Rise or remain weak. The world is watching. Your future is waiting. But only you can decide what comes next.